Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. So very close to our 2,500 subscribers. Welcome to all the new subscribers to the channel, and we're going to go ahead and get into some summons. I do these summons throughout the entire week, so you'll see the scrolls, the diamonds, the companion points kind of change, just because I don't want to wait to kind of push progression. Once you get into the higher chapters, it takes a little bit longer to progress quite a bit. But hopefully we can get some elites, which we get double elite there. Let's see who we got. Eironn and Cirrus. So that should give us enough to get a copy of Eironn, which I'm super stoked about because we've actually been using him for the Wilder Tower right now. So hopefully we can pull some more blue fodder there. So that'll sum it up. We're going to get quite a few emblems here, which another 50, which is going to be nice. Companion summons have a lower rate, so unfortunately probably nothing but blues on this one, but that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our elite soul stones. We're going to use our rare soul stones, and we'll go ahead and hope for a couple other heroes here that we can use to get up for progression. So here we get a copy, pretty much all fodder except Verk. Verk is actually pretty good, and a bunch of fodder there with our rare stones. So let's go ahead and we can get Eironn up to Ascended, I believe. I want to make sure. I was waiting on one copy of Pharrell, which we got there. One copy of Eironn, take him to Ascended. I need one copy of Rosaline for Ascended. I need one copy of Pharrell to Ascended. So there's a lot of heroes that are right at the pivotal point of getting them up. And look at that Ascended level. Very, very stoked. I think I'm going to go ahead and run some of the Wilder Tower, see exactly how he does, because I want to get some more cards. I've really been focusing on getting Stargazer cards, hoping to get a copy of Taylene. So here, moving him up top. I probably should have left him in the back, but looking at my Wilder team, fully Ascended now with Kaz and Eironn, but not the best gear. I did strip all the gear off of all of my other heroes to make this team happen. Still waiting for Lilith to go ahead and give us a button to remove all of the gear for all of our heroes. Very, very time consuming to go back and forth, pulling all the gear off of all of your heroes to switch between the 4 faction towers. But significant amount of gold, 600k there. If you're stuck in the campaign, after you've tried the stage multiple times, this is my next best choice, is always going here. Pushing as far as you can in the faction towers and also the regular towers, the King's Tower, because the loot that you get in here is just crazy. Between the rare stones, the elite stones, all of the emblems you get, all of the cards that you receive from the towers for the Stargazer, definitely worth spending some time pushing in here till you can push into the campaign again. So here, Thorn is very, very hard to kill, as you can see. Just his ultimate to really just power up is super hard. So 168 we're at. This tower, I'm a little bit further. I should probably be a little bit further than I am now. But the tower that I'm really lacking, just like everybody, is the Mauler Tower. Getting absolutely destroyed in the Mauler Tower. I believe the stage I'm stuck at, just like most people when I look at my friends list, is the triple, I think it's triple Nara, which is just insane to try to even defend and do anything against triple Nara, because a lot of people know she's a hero that is super powerful, kind of broke at the moment because there's not much you can do, especially when they're running a tower with triple Nara and the Mauler team doesn't have much CC. So progressing here, 169. I'm hoping to finish out 170, because if I can go ahead and push 170, then I believe I get 5 more Stargazer cards, which should give us enough for another summon. Still focusing on the Stargazer for Taylene. If you have Taylene, super, super strong to use. If you don't, the Stargazer is where you kind of have to get her. I haven't seen her in any events, but Stargazer is where you do want to pull Taylene. I wouldn't really look for any other heroes. The heroes will come with time. The Celestials and the Hypogeans will not, unfortunately. As long as I've been playing this game, I believe I have 1 or 2 heroes that are even up to the mythic level. I think Athalia is the only one, and the only reason she is to where she is to Mythic is because I can buy her. So I don't know if that's a little bit of cheating, but when you can purchase one of the heroes, and if you're not buying her, she is one of the most devastating heroes in the game. Even when you look at players that are doing chapter 32, chapter 33, and you'll see a little bit as I did my push here through the campaign, she is just absolutely devastating. If you're stuck in a place, you can actually use her, and the ability to target one specific hero does a ton of damage, does a ton of stun, has a ton of dodge, and there we got quite a few emblems out of there. So let's see, another tough comp here. And I'm thinking even with this team, it's we're not going to push this too much further just because of Brutus. We're getting to the point where we're getting long into the match and we're just getting destroyed here. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll use the rest of our stones. Like I said, I do this video over the week because I run everything during the week, and unfortunately no help there. There we just get a little more fodder, but let's go ahead and do, I believe we got 2 more summons here. Hoping for a copy of Rosaline. That would be ideal, which we get an elite there. Hopefully it's a copy. Copy of Nara. Definitely like that. Nara is a hero, like I said, very, very powerful. You'll use her for so many different stages, and her CC is just absolutely top-notch. But I think that gives me enough to actually level her up as well. Yep, so that does give me another copy, so taking her to 4 stars. 2 more copies of Nara's 5 stars. I got Falk's 5 stars. I got Shamira 5 stars. So I think she might be the next one, depending on how well the summons go. So definitely excited to have a 4-star Nara. Such a super cool hero to use. But we'll go ahead and we'll do another summon here. Hopefully we can get a couple more elites, which not much help in that one. Let's see what else we got going on. All right, 27-2. So we got a couple more stones here. We're about, I think, 2 days into the event, which copy of Rain, copy of Nimitsu, not much help there again. Soul Stones, not too much help there either. And most of the stones and everything that I've been getting are coming from the towers, pushing the towers, which here we get, oh yeah, very, very nice. A copy of the Twins. That copy should allow us to get them up to Mythic. If you're not using the Twins, just like Athalia, super strong here, which we get a copy of Verk there again, another copy of him. We're still hoping for that copy of Rosaline with the companion summons. Hopefully we pick up another one, which is not here, but we do have a card on the table. So I'm hoping we get a copy of Rosaline. That's really what we've been shooting for this week. And a copy of Falk's. He's already at 5 stars, so fortunately at this point it is going to just sit there. But super excited about the Twins. If you're not using the Twins, they are a hero that is into almost every aspect of the game, and this will take them to Mythic, unlocking their signature item. So very stoked about that. Use them for the guild boss. Use them for both guild bosses. All of the Elder Tree and the Twisted Essence use the Twins for. A lot of stages, the Twins. A lot of the tower pushes, the Twins. A hero that is very significant. The only hero that I would rank probably slightly above her would be Eironn. Slightly above the Twins, just survivability, utility. Super high. So even with their ability to, their signature item unlocked, when their signature item is unlocked, if they're far away from each other, it enhances their defense, so increasing their survivability. If they're closer to each other, increases their attack, which overall they don't do much damage, but you want the survivability aspect of it. That is the big thing. So I'm going to be focusing on them for a while, which we got their signature item all the way up to level 12. Super excited about them. Can't wait to use them. I have a problem with them dying all the time right now when I'm doing bosses. But we did get enough cards, like I said, out of pushing the faction towers. So I'm hoping we get 1 copy of Eironn. That's what we're shooting for as well, because I'll be able to get her actually to Legendary. And hopefully the Stargazer is nice, which Fortunately, it is not. So just garbage. Garbage out of the Stargazer again. But let's get into the campaign now. All right, so this is a campaign stage that took me quite a while to defeat. 72-2. Finally pulled it out with the regular team comp. I've been running Belinda either in the top or the bottom, as well as Rosalind. So that's the combo that I was looking for, and that's why I was really, really hoping this week that we could pull one more copy of Rosalind so we could go ahead and get her up. And here it's just on auto. I know I could take it off, but it's just a matter of time before we get him down, which we did complete. So that is 27-2. I'm hoping to get at least 5 or 10 stages done this time. Again, exact same team comp that we're running, which pretty good. So we actually have Rosalind run to the back with her sweep. And I'm hoping we got a very, very lucky shield there off on Belinda in the bottom. But as long as I can get her ult, took down both targets there. Got a shield up. And the confine ability from Falks is just absolutely devastating, as you've seen there. He just continually throughout the match puts the highest attack rating hero into the coffin, which he did there with Kasos, making the match definitely way easier. All right, 27-4 was another tough one. Actually had to swap the pseudo tank up front, so we got Rowan actually up front holding Scrag, which is pretty funny. If you look, I swapped in Athalia, and this is where I want you to take a look at Athalia. Just her survivability, she just absolutely dominates the battlefield. It's kind of crazy to see because even at this point, she is only, I believe, Mythic, only at Mythic. But just like most battles, she dodges everything. And being a ranger, even there, she has life leech. She has a truckload of dodge. I tried that stage probably 40 times before I popped her in there in the top. And just at Mythic with signature item, I believe 21, just absolutely dominating the campaign. It's kind of crazy because looking back, if I was focused on Athalia, I'd probably have her at least ascended by now, if not a little bit higher. And I cannot imagine the damage she'd do, you know, having another plus 40% stats, which would be kind of crazy. And that's why the Ranger ability has been so strong. Increases her damage, increases her survivability, especially with her signature item. I was having such a struggle coming through the campaign. As soon as I popped her in, just stage progression. And if you look, even she's not taking any damage at all, which is kind of crazy. So if you're not using her, definitely one of the top heroes, especially because with her being a Celestial, I'm keeping my 5-set bonus for my Lightbearer team. And we got that stage down as well. All right, so that pushes us to, and I'm saving my, if you look there, my borrowed heroes, just for the fact that I want to see how far that we can push into the campaign. Once we get 1 or 2 defeats, if I get to a boss stage, I want to save them for the boss stage, just like I kind of cheesed 27, but I think this one is going to be a defeat as well. She's got too many heroes on her, especially with Pharrell still up. But she does go down. Like I was saying, though, I can't imagine her being much higher. I know she's super, super powerful and super useful, especially with increasing her survivability. But having the bleed at the plus 30 is where people have said she is just an absolute monster when it comes to damage, putting the bleed on any target that attacks her. And this time, look at Thorin, how tough he is in this battle to kill. But we did get it down there, so very exciting. 27-8, another very tough battle. Azizo with Shamira. Sylvana's going to hop right over, I'm assuming, to Rowan. So, not sure if I want to go Tassie on this one, which I'm thinking Tassie. Just for the fact she'll usually teleport away, which she does. Trying to hold Azizo while trying to do some damage to him. Or not Azizo, Aziz. And her ult is crit every time that she's just doing a ton of damage. As long as we can get Belinda's ult off, usually that's a win. And look at the stun. 1, 2, 3. All 3 heroes stun there. So we got Shamira down and just Naru. Naru at this stage is very, very tough to kill. Again, because of his life leech ability. Or not life leech, his soul leech. Very, very tough to kill. But we did get through that boss stage. Brings us to 27-9. Bringing in some dwarves, bringing in some Savias. And it's interesting with the combination of Savias because a majority of the time, when Nara pulls Savias, Nara usually dies. If Nara pulls a big burst hero, she's usually done for. If Athalia's on a big burst hero, usually good to go because of the dodge. So kind of different. And also with Athalia's right here is I can target Arden, which takes him completely out with the stuns, keeping the roots off of us, allowing us to do damage, allowing us to regenerate energy, and actually win the match. So I believe this match, short of Pharrell's little stun, I don't think we've had any roots, but looks like this one's going to be a defeat as well. But this is the team comp, so we're... And sometimes with the confine or the coffin ability that Pharrell has, it can be dodged. So you'll see a lot of times if there's shield that'll dodge it, or it can straight up be dodged. But there we got Thane out in the coffin, making it very, very easy because it just leaves Pharrell all by himself until Thane comes back. So that is going to be another win in chapter 27. And I love pushing this chapter because it's so much more difficult once you start getting to the higher stages. I can't even imagine chapter 30, 30 plus. And again, we'll put Athalia on Savias here, really locking him down, locking down his energy regen, and trying to get Athalia to actually burn him down. But gets on a Strilda there. As long as K-Sauce goes back in the coffin, and another stage to easily get done. All right, so I'm going to have to stop there for tonight, but I want to go ahead and look. Once you beat a boss stage, look at the loot. T2 and some emblems and some mythic gear. So let me know in the comments what you think. Usually after 10 days, you can sit and you can actually camp some gear to get it, but let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching.